So this is what 77 cents of French fries looks like. 77 cents for 5 pounds of potatoes. And I was able to make 10 individual servings of French fries in my freezer for 8 cents a bag. Now you tell me why you're spending $3 and $4 for a serving or two of French fries at McDonald's, In-N-Out, Wendy's, or Ida in your freezer at the grocery store. Those days are over. Come along. I'm going to show you what 77 cents can do for you and your savings and make some French fries at home. Let me show you how. Come on. I have 5 pounds of potatoes left to do something with. I'm going to cut them into fries, French fries, and then freeze them. And it's kind of a 3-step process. I'm gonna cut them first, blanch them in water, and let them cook for about 4 to 5 minutes. Then I'll rinse them in cold water, lay them out on a towel to get some of the water out, and then freeze them. Simple process, come along. That'll keep it from getting brown or black. Nope, just gonna cut them like that, like French fries. Beefsteak fries, which are just a little larger. But I'm gonna do like a traditional French fry. So once you get your potato cut, I cut it in half, my potatoes, for French fries. Then I cut them in half again, and sometimes in thirds, like this. Then I'm gonna go ahead and slice them longwise. And then I have French fries. Once you get them cut, you're then gonna add water to them. You're gonna put water in the pan, boil them on the stove for about 3 to 5 minutes. Let's get that started. And I know I'm gonna have comments that say, Jeff, you didn't rinse your potatoes. You do you, boo. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna boil them in water, which is by far going to rinse them. Once they're done boiling, I'm gonna strain them. I'm gonna rinse them again, this time with cold water, and then set them out to dry a bit. You'll see, come on. So my potatoes are starting to cook, and you can tell they're getting warm when the top starts to foam, and of course, steam. And the foaming is the starch cooking out of those potatoes. Now that they're starting to cook, I have them on high, I'm gonna set my timer for 4 minutes. And while the timer is timing for these potatoes to cook, I'm gonna make Kevin some lunch. What I'm going to do for lunch is I do use my little oven here on the counter quite often. I am able to air fry, bake, roast, steam cook, and dehydrate. I love this little oven. So what I'm going to do is cook Kevin some twice-baked potatoes. And they're already prepared. So I just took them out of the freezer, like so. And I'm going to just put them in there for 20 minutes. And they are frozen, fresh out of the freezer. So I've got the temperature set for 400 degrees in my little oven. I've got the time set for 20 minutes. Let's put them in there and let them do their thing. And there we go, 20 minutes, potatoes will be done. So the potatoes have been boiling for 4 minutes. I'm gonna go 2 more. In the meantime, I'm going to use the 2 minutes to thaw 2 packs of potatoes that are already cut and prepped because I'm gonna make Kevin some potato bread as well. He's out. So we'll go 2 minutes in the microwave to thaw those pre-cooked potatoes. 2 more minutes on the potatoes that are boiling on the stove, and we'll just keep moving. The potatoes are boiling nicely. It's time to shut off the heat and get them off the stove. And then we'll get them rinsed in a cold water bath. The microwave is done for the 2 minutes to thaw the potatoes that we're going to use to make potato bread. You can see the white foam on the potatoes is the foam that's cooked off the starch, the enzymes that'll make the potatoes turn black and brown, which we don't want, and some dirt and debris off of the peelings. So let's get those in there, and let's rinse them with cold water. That'll stop the cooking process and start to cool the potato down. Get the last batch poured in, then rinsed. So there we have 5 pounds of potatoes cut into French fries. So the cold water bath will stop them from cooking as they cool down. Let's get the potatoes laid on a towel, which will start to draw some of the water out of them as well. And that's just going to get some of the water out. There we go. Let's do another one. All right, I'm gonna let those sit for about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna do a quick, what's called flash freeze. So there's about 6 minutes left on Kevin's potatoes. And now what I wanna do is put some cheese on there. On some shredded cheddar cheese that I shredded in my food processor, and put it right there on top. Here we go. Move it down so it's not on that direct heat a little bit. And there is 6 minutes left. So Kevin's twice baked potatoes are done. Those nice and crispy. The French fries are in the freezer, flash freezing, which means I laid them in the freezer on the cloths, on the cookie sheet for about 20-25 minutes. Then we'll get them processed into bags. So let's get Kevin's potatoes. Over to Kevin. All right, so I have the fries flash freezing in the freezer, and now it's time to make the potato bread. I have all my ingredients laid out, all separated, except for the potato, which is going to make for a very easy process. So I'm going to use my bread machine once again, and I'm going to start by pouring in the flour. The flour, I'm using 3.5 cups of, I use King Arthur flour. which I like for baking bread. The next thing I'm going to do is put in the yeast. In the yeast, I'm going to use, let's see here, it's 1 1/4 teaspoon of yeast. You make a little divot in the center, pour the yeast in, and then I'm just going to kind of cover it up a little bit. Then we're going to put in, actually 3 teaspoons of sugar. We're going to add in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add in 1 egg. We're going to add in 4 tablespoons of butter. It says olive oil, but I like to use butter. We're going to use 3/4 of a cup of milk, 2/3 of a cup of water, and 2/3 of a cup of mashed potatoes. Now I take my potatoes that I already have frozen in the freezer, have been thawed, and then I just mash them up with my finger in the bag so I can get 2/3 of a cup of mashed potatoes. Let's see if this is going to be enough. I don't think it is. If not, we'll just mash up another bag. So I like to use my fingers, just mash them together right in the bag. That's pretty close, 2/3 of a cup. In they go. Then we're going to set it inside the machine, turn it on, and let it do its thing. That's simple. Start mixing it for me. We're done. This should be ready in about 4 hours. So the time has come to stop buying those French fries in the bags at the supermarket. There's no need to. You can do it at home, do it healthier, without any preservatives, buying your potatoes on sale, which is cheaper, and then bag them yourself. So after you have cooked them, taken them out of the freezer, they're called what we call flash freeze, which means they're cold. The freezer, they were in there about an hour, has allowed these to become firmer, even though they've been cooked, and it stops the enzyme from activating, which makes the potato go brown or black. So the potato is cooked, ready to fry, to make your French fries. So just put it in the bag, the amount you want, seal it. Just like that. So you have a section or a portion size for 2 people already bagged. Let's get these finished up. So I finished bagging up all the fries. Here they are. I was able to get 10 bags of fries for 2 people, serving for 2 people. I got 10 bags of French fries. These 5 pounds of potatoes cost me 77 cents. Each bag comes out to about 8 cents. So for 8 cents, you can have healthy, homemade French fries that don't turn brown, don't turn black, and you can freeze them in your freezer. Thanks for coming along. Tell me what you think. Please give me a thumbs up. Sends me through the algorithm so other people can see how they too can save on French fries. Potatoes are so good. You can do so many things with them. So thanks for watching. Till next time, take care. Ciao. No apologies. You do you, boo.